Welcome to part 3 of our Hyperscan review. This is the results of what we found.
So, hello everyone, this is part 3. So, from the last part, there was a cue from the screen that basically says, we gotta try an audio CD, whether or not it actually works. And turns out, the Hyperscan can actually play audio CDs. So we will just demonstrate this in just a sec here, just to get the audio CD to load.
We're just using a classic soundtrack. We'll probably have to put different audio over it so we don't get copyrighted.
Because YouTube be like that.
And there you go, it plays audio CDs.
It's not the most complex UI I've ever seen, but no, hey, it works. To Mattel's credit, it's the most simplest, interface for a media player, essentially.
Now you can do all your anime karaoke if you have a Hyperscan.
Right, so that basically confirms that this is, you can play an audio CD. And that, well, I guess if you bought this thing for an audio CD, there you go.
Ironically, it's stopped playing game discs yet again, so it's living up to its reputation. Let's give it another shot here while we're talking.
For old time's sake.
Nice and handy since I found that eject button that didn't look like an eject button.
You ain't missing that one, that's for sure. Alright, Hyperscan, any day now.
It's reading the disc, or at least it's trying to. No, looks like we got hyperscanned, so.
Unfortunately, this is Hyperscan.
Oh!
Or not!
Oh! Wow!
Wow.
Has Mattel become a bit generous this time around?
Wow, maybe I should go and buy a lottery ticket.
That's a new record, folks.
Well, this is a brand new one, so I don't know if there's like a break-in period or...
Maybe the audio CD just warmed up the laser for us.
So from what I've read online, this does read CDRs. I'm not sure if this is a pressed CD or a... it's gold color, so this may not be a pressed CD, so... I did try just making a copy of the disc and popping it in there, and it didn't boot it, but this thing's pretty flaky, so... The other problem is the CDRs I have are, number one, very old, and the lowest I can burn them at is 8x, which might be way too fast for this. I found in the past that if I burnt PlayStation discs at higher than 4x, the PlayStation wouldn't read them properly, so that might be the case as well. And CDRs are becoming very hard to find now, so... But even if you do manage to burn one and have it boot, the copy protection are the RFID cards, because without those, you can't start the game.
That is true. Even if you could theoretically burn a game because, well, let's say you just didn't want to pay for the game, you'd be pretty much locked out because the cards, they're essentially playing this console.
Yeah, they're an integral part of the console.
So, unlike if we are in the future here, this is like having Amiibos lock content out. Now, we're talking basic characters here, and this is X-Men we're talking about, so if you manage to lose any of those character cards, you can't play the game. At all.
If you notice, it's not going anywhere, so I think it's died.
Well, at least it lived long enough for us to actually, play something on the thing.
Yeah, I don't hear anything. Alright, I'm just gonna pull up this out here.
Oh well, it did its best.
So we did some searching on the internets and found that there is a very early in development emulator for this system.
Yeah, believe it or not, there's actually an emulator for this thing. As well, I'm guessing this is well known on the internet now, but somebody has actually gone through the effort and made a very much in development emulator. I don't remember the name though.
No, I don't remember.
I'll probably have to put it on screen for sure, but it does exist, and I'm not sure whether or not it's ready to play any commercial games, or not even boots. Last I checked, the updates on that thing was from... I kind of forgot when, but it wasn't too long ago, so who knows, maybe in the future, maybe you'll be able to play the Hyperscan on your computer.
I mean, even if you get the emulator booting stuff, again, you still need the RFID card, so unless there's a way to dump those to some kind of ROM file to load them into the game, they'd also have to... I don't know if they'd have to bother emulating the RFID. Well, I guess they have to emulate the RFID code so you could load, say, the ROMs into it, but...
That would have to be a thing because, again, those cards, they are very essential. So unless somebody has managed to basically make the game, be unlocked with every single thing, with all the cards, assuming, let's say, the emulator allows for virtual cards, then even if you could get it to boot, it's just more of a proof of concept than anything else.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe in 5 years' time we'll see a retro arch core for it, who knows?
Who knows? And remember, like, if anybody from the RetroArch team is listening to this, please get it done, because we are deadly curious.
Or on the other side of the coin, don't bother. Nobody cares.
Who knows? If the Jaguar gets emulated, this thing, who knows?
Yeah, but people actually want to play the Jaguar. I mean, the games on this thing are just... I don't know, they're almost like mobile game quality.
Yeah, as I said from the previous part, I'd say there's a lot more flash animations that are way better quality than this thing.
So I hope, in retrospect, that this review is a warning not to bother with this console.
Oh god, no. Oh god, no. Please, stay the heck away from this thing. For that, everything that is absolutely holy, please, do yourself a favor and play any shovelware game from any other system. Just don't play this one. Don't even bother. We played it for you, and that's all it's ever gonna be. Please don't play it.
Yeah, please don't play it.
Don't play it. That's all we can say. And just leave this as a curiosity and something to be laughed at. And who knows? Mattel, maybe you'll make a Hyperscan 2? Maybe? Hyperscan Classic?
Hyperscan Classic.
Okay, maybe I've given Mattel ideas. Who knows? Ha 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 ha.
So, quick list of cons. If you want it to read discs, you have to take it apart. And even if you do that, it still doesn't read discs. You need cards to play the games. Games are impossible to find.
Even if we manage to get them working, the quality is questionable.
The only, I have to say, the only good thing about, I guess, the pros now is the controller is half decent. It's not bad. And you can play audio Cs with it. So,
but that doesn't tell us much, considering pretty much every other console in this generation, well, maybe except the Wii, but, they can play audio CDs just fine.
This was, what, a 6th gen console or 7th gen? I can't remember.
Well, this is supposed to be a 7th gen, but it sure as heck doesn't feel like it. I mean, except for that cool Hyperscan DVD logo. Which it ain't a DVD player, by the way.
It would be cool if it played DVDs, at least it has some kind of purpose.
Yep, definitely. Oh well. It is what it is, folks. Behold, the Hyperscan. It came, it went, and now it's basically a curiosity piece for curious folks like us.
Yes, and even though that we're being negative about this, it's still neat that I can own this. Even though it has a reputation of not working, it's still neat to own. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but
It is what it is. And remember, according to the stats on the sales of this thing, it probably just only sold around 10,000 units, so that kind of makes it a bit of a collectible if you find it, considering the reputation it's garnered on the internet now.
there are just before filming this, there were 2 or 3 Hyperscan consoles on eBay. No actual CDs for games, but there were a ton of booster pack cards. And if you actually go to Mattel's website, they actually still have a section for Hyperscan where you can download the manuals and stuff, but not able to purchase anything. So
Yeah, believe it or not, the domain actually is up. If you've seen the commercial where it says hyperscangamer.com, yes, that domain is actually still on, and we'll probably have to put it on screen, but this is irrefutable proof that Mattel is still owning that domain, so who knows what Mattel does with it? We don't know.
I guess they figured they put money into it, so they'll just let it run until the domain expires in 2035 or something.
So, unless you're curious, you can go to that website right now and figure out, okay, this is real. It's like finding the Space Jam website still on. And yes, that's still on, by the way. You can search that up too.
Yep. So, this concludes our review of the Hyperscan.
Yep,
Please
this
like,
concludes-
comment, and subscribe.
Yep, visit retzone.ca, and hopefully this is the last time we're ever gonna see this. This is hot garbage.
Yeah, it's gonna go back in the box and sit on the shelf. See you
Now,
next
this'll look
time.
pretty. Yep, see you next time. Bye for now.